So, welcome back, everyone. Today, we are starting with a demo class for Python. And the entire objective is to actually learn the basics, okay, from these sessions. And then, over a period of time, you develop skills so that you can model, like, for example, value at risk, expected shortfall, interest rate models like the Wasicek model, the CIR model, something that you've been learning in the FRM part 1 or part 2. So that's the core objective here. Now you don't have to become a deep Python expert. That's not the entire objective here, but ideally to have a high level overview so that you can utilize these the skills that is needed to appreciate the other things that we have in the FRM or perhaps in CFA as well for the investment analysis and data analysis. So that's the core objective. Now I've got the instructor here. Okay, his name is Sai Teja, and he'll be actually taking it forward for the things that you have in Python. Now, over the weekends, the next few weekends, we'll try to understand and learn about the Python, and in between, maybe on a particular weekday, if you have any doubts regarding uh, anything about Python, because it's obviously it's a technical skills, so you need those sessions, we can arrange that as well so that you learn in the best possible manner.
So my voice is clear, right? So you can.
Absolutely clear.
Good. So in today's session, so basically, before going to today's session, let me introduce myself. I am Saitija Perla. I am currently working as quant analyst in HTTS Fund, where my role is to create the trading strategies. So I don't create those trading strategies. The portfolio managers will create those strategies, but my work is to automate them, basically. So when coming to automation, various technologies are involved, not only Python and all. So various technologies are involved. So we need to adapt to those technologies and we need to create the strategies along with their requirement. Okay. So when coming to today's session, so we are going to see what is Python. So at first we are going to, what is main objective of these sessions is we need to apply the Python into finance. Basically, we need to apply the Python into finance. So for that, we need to know the Python first. Later, we need to know finance. So obviously, I hope everyone know about finance, what is SIP and how to do time value calculation. And so all these things will be involved, right? So I hope you know these things. So here the thing is, so why do we need to learn this? Why do we need this Python for finance? So basically, so when coming to finance, it is like some formula. So, and we need to automate that one. We need to automate that one to get the faster result. So instead of calculating through Excel or something, so in order to get the much more faster result, so we will, in order to do this automation, we will use Python. So some people will say this thing, we have Excel, why do we need Python? So what is the requirement of Python? So now, when coming to Excel, so what is that? So at first, we need to know why Python instead of Excel. So that's why when coming to Excel, it won't do integrations and it won't deal with calculus part. So basically, these are the restrictions. I hope you know solver, right? So anybody know solver in Excel?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So when coming to solver, generally we have three types of algorithms. That is linear, non-linear, that is GRG non-linear, and something like that is gradient non-linear, and exponential or something will be there. Basically, these are the algorithms. So if the name is wrong, pardon me for that. So whereas when coming to this thing, so these are the three algorithms where Excel will give at most priority, means so whenever we run these algorithms in solver, Excel will go, I mean, Excel will take much time to calculate these things. Excel will take much more energy. So I don't know whether you have calculated this thing or not. So whenever, if possible, so when Excel is open, if you try to create any solver, if you try to solve any problem using solver, so it will take much RAM, much RAM. So due to that, so if I have only one problem, if I have only one problem, solving that problem using these algorithms, it will be very much tough. It will be very much tough. Suppose if I have 100 kind of problems, means 100 problems. So 100 formulas which I need to solve using Excel means that is a literally nightmare. So why? Because means Excel will die in few minutes actually. When you try to run these programs, when you try to iterate over these formulas, it will take much more power. Sometimes it may die. It will stop. Excel will say that I'm stopping right now. Try to restart. So like that it will say. So here the thing is, so Excel is not that much compatible for the calculations, which is much more maths and we can say calculus heavy calculations. So that's why we need to adapt to Python. So in Python, there are many more things present here. So now people will say, so will there calculations in Python? Are the calculations present in Python? So what are the things involved? Why it is good over the Excel? Means, so when coming to Python, so basically what it will do is, it computes faster. It computes faster. That is the only advantage which is present in Python, not present in Excel. So although the only thing which is present in Excel is it has some interface. So when coming to Excel, it has some good interface. So it will be like drag and drop and all. So all these things are present. All these things are present. Whereas when coming to Python, so the only thing is it computes faster. It computes faster, much more faster than Excel. So here, when you see, when coming to this interface, who built that? So if you see, when coming to Excel interface, who built that? Microsoft people. Microsoft people build that. So whereas when coming to Python, if you learn Python, so basically if you learn Python, so what is the benefit means you can build your own interface. See, I have some calculations. I don't want all the features which are present in Excel. So when coming to once you start an Excel, what will happen? So it will take all the power of your RAM, then it will run. So even though that function is not necessary, it will be present in RAM. It will be present in RAM. So sometimes that interface is not required. So here by using Python, so what you can do is you can optimize the RAM, that is computation power, and at the same time you can build your own interface. Own interface. And the last and final thing, that is calculations. Calculations. So will Python do calculations? Means Python directly won't do calculations. Python directly won't do calculations. So here, what it will do is, if you give any formula, it will give the answer much more faster, much more faster. Whereas when coming to Excel, it is pretty much slow. Due to their computation algorithms, it won't be that much faster compared to Python. Okay. So here, what we need in order to do these calculations, suppose when coming to integration, suppose when coming to limits. So let us take some solver example only. So here, x is equal to 5x square plus z. 5y square plus z. So suppose this is the equation. So we need to, suppose we have given x as 11 and z as 12. So what could be the y value? Like that, we want to find some answer. So this is a solver example actually. So what could be the y value? What could be the possible y value? So computations will be pretty much slow in Excel, whereas when coming to this one, it is pretty much heavy. We can get the answer in much more faster way. So that is a first benefit. So this is a first benefit as a language. So what I am saying, this is not the benefit as per the libraries. There are many things which are present in Python. Just as a language, how it is useful for you, just I am explaining right now. So there are many things which are involved in Python. I will reveal all those things one by one. Then you will get to know what is Python or why this Python is useful, specifically to your area and all. Okay. So at first, the most important thing is computations and calculations. So this is the first and foremost benefit on why we need to choose Python. So that is the first way. And second way is you can build your own interface. You can build your own interface. Okay. Next one is, so basically, so by using Python, so basically by using Python, what you can do. So if anyone asks me what you can do with Python, then I will ask them another question, what you cannot do with Python. So the thing is, you can do almost everything related to technology using Python. So means, let me give some example. Let me quote some examples. So when coming to Excel works like data analysis, all these things will be done using the library called pandas. And then when coming to graphing, suppose so as I have given you, as I have quoted an example, like Python is much more better than Excel. So why means at first it will do data analysis, and when coming to graphs, so Excel is pretty much good at graphing. So giving graphs and all. So you can plot them using the library matplotlib. And there is another library plotly, and there is another library seaborn. So there are many more libraries present in Python, so which will facilitate you in plotting your variables in the graph. So that is, this is for data analysis. This is for data analysis, and this is for visualization. And next and foremost thing, so till here what we have did, we have analyzed the data and we got some data and we have visualized. And using statistics, we can do some analysis. We can do some analysis like univariate analysis, bivariate analysis. So using those statistics, we can do that. So for that, there is a specific library called stats model. So for statistics, stats model is there, or otherwise there is another library scipy, that is scientific Python. So using this two libraries, you can do statistics. You can perform statistics. Okay, so that is first mode. And after statistics, what is the next level? Like machine learning. Machine learning. So when coming to machine learning, so what are these things basically? What are these things? I will get to that actually. But as of now, just think them as a tool. Think them as a tool which you are going to use to perform your activity. That activity. Okay. So when coming to machine learning, so we use a tool which is present in Python known as scikit-learn. Scikit-learn. Okay. So scikit-learn is used for to implement the machine learning algorithms. Suppose when coming to, I think in FRM also machine learning algorithms will be there, right? So the first algorithm is linear regression. Next algorithm is logistic regression. The third algorithm is support vector machine. Next, decision tree, random forest. All these algorithms will be there, right? So what this tool will do is it will provide all the tools related to those algorithms. So this is fourth usage. So I'm not deviating to other areas. When coming to Python, there are much more applications in wider areas. But I am sticking to only those libraries, only those tools which are useful for our things. So when coming to after this machine learning, the next one is artificial intelligence. So when coming to artificial intelligence, so it will provide another tool known as TensorFlow, TensorFlow or Keras. So basically, what is this TensorFlow means? So generally, what is this artificial intelligence means? Generally, when coming to any kind of data point. So if you take any data point, it will have some directions, some variables. Like if you take any data point, if you plot them, we have y-axis and x-axis. And suppose uh, if we drag it to up, there will be some z-axis like 3D. So if I have the dimensions of more than 3 or more than 4, so then I will shift to machine learning. So even after machine learning also, it is not solvable. So if it is not solvable, then what I will do is I will take that data point, particular data point into AI using this TensorFlow. So that data point, so whatever the data point which have n number of directions, n number of variables is known as tensor. Tensor. So we are learning about tensor. We are going to know how to manipulate this tensor, how to fetch our own intuition about the data in the tensor. So we will use TensorFlow or Keras library. Okay. So along with that, there is another library. So basically, what is this TensorFlow? Who founded this thing means Google has founded this one. Whereas once if there is some technical rivalry or like political rivalry, so in technical world also technical rivalry will be there. I hope you know that. So who is rival to Google means I can say it as Meta. So when coming to Meta, PyTorch has been invented by Meta. So for the same tensor, you can use the PyTorch tool by Meta, using Meta also, using Meta tool also. So what are these things means? So using these things, you can achieve something. So now the new area, so apart from the artificial intelligence, what is the newer area? That is Gen AI, generative AI. So when coming to generative AI, it is again divided into multiple areas. So then it will get into the concept like LLM. What is LLM and what are the things involved in LLM? So how LLMs will read from the data. All these things are present. Further, due to that one, I'm not getting into that much technology related to LLM. But for this Gen AI, so there are few libraries, few tools which are present in Python. That is Langsmith and LangChain. So these are the tools which are present in Python, particularly which is useful for you. Okay. So now it is fine. So now you got some idea like, so these are the tools which are present in Python. These are the tools which are present in Python. Now people will get doubt. So then why Excel don't have these things? Why Python have these things? First thing is computation power, which I have already said to you. But here the thing is, so when coming to Excel, so you need to write only formulas which is easier. You can write only formulas or you can type the data just which is easier. Whereas when coming to Python, the only restriction is you need to follow the Excel rules. Like that, Python have its own language. Python have its own language. So why do we need this language basically? So I have said to you, Excel has formula language. So when coming to Python, it has its own language. So we will get into that right now. So why Python is different from Excel, all these things, we will see that here. So here, so let us start with Python programming language. So Python programming language. So as I have said to you, Python is much more um, faster compared to Excel, right? So why it is faster means, so it doesn't have any kind of interface. It doesn't have any kind of interface. Like Excel, it has some home tab, it has an insert tab, it has view tab, all these things. It has cells, columns, all these things which are pre-built. But whereas when coming to Python, these things are not there. So that's why it is pretty much faster compared to Excel. And so now we are getting into Python programming language. So now what is a language? Anyone, can you please let me know what is a language here? So can I on this chart, if it is okay?
Medium of communication.
Yeah. Okay. So just let me know why, what is a language basically? What is a language? Language, yeah,
Language.
someone said that it is a tool of communication, like, right? Tool of communication. Tool of communication. Okay. So language is a tool of communication. Okay. So when communication, why do we need this tool? Basically, why do we need this tool?
To achieve and to understand the objective.
Yeah, to understand the objective of the other person or something. So basically, this communication is between two persons, that is A and B. So to give some idea or to transfer our knowledge to other person, we will use this communication as a tool, right? So so when coming to this communication, it is easy, it is okay. So if we take English as a tool for this communication, so we will take English as a tool for this communication. So whereas when coming to our scenario, I need to communicate with a computer. So I need to communicate with the computer. So here, which tool I need to use in order to communicate to the computer? So
Machine language.
that is the only thing. Nowadays, there are many things has been came into existence, like Gen AI, like many LLMs are involved here. But the only thing is, previously, in order to communicate with the computer, in order to communicate with the computer, or in order to communicate with the machine, basically it is a machine, right? So in order to communicate with the machine, we need some kind of communication tool. We need some kind of communication tool that is known as programming language. That is a programming language. So here, what is the difference? There is no difference. There is absolutely no difference. So here we are communicating with a person. For that we are using English. And here we are communicating with the machine. For that we are using programming language. Okay. So now we are going to compare both these things. Both these things, and we will see the differences. What is the difference between English and Python? Okay. So now let's get into this one. Differences. So basically, English is also a language. Let us compare both Python and English. Okay. So when coming to English, what are the first thing you will learn in English generally? What are the first thing you will learn in English?
The language.
Language. In the English language only, what are the things?
Alphabets.
Alphabets. Yes, perfect. Alphabets. And can I say numbers also? Numbers also will be there, right?
Numbers.
Yeah. And then words.
Words. Vowels.
Yeah. So all these things will come into that one. I will get into that one also. So this is the alphabet, numbers, and words. So when coming to Python, so what is alphabet? This is a letter, right? So what is a word? It is a combination of alphabets. Can I say it as combination of alphabets?
Yes.
Combination of alphabets. So can I say them as a basic data types in English? This is the only data in English, right? So if we take alphabets as a data, can I say these things are the basic data types?
Yes.
These are the basic data types which are present in English. Okay. So when coming to Python, what are the things which are present in Python? Means strings will be there, numbers will be there, booleans will be there, and multiple data types. I will come to that. What is that multiple data types? So what is meant by a string here? What is meant by a string? So as I have said to you, alphabet is a letter, right? English letter, right? So we will consider alphabets and words as a string, in Python, as a string in Python. So basically, these alphabets are known as alphabets and words are known as strings. Alphabets and words are known as strings. Means any characters which are present in Python, which you want to include it into Python, is known as a string. Think it as any English word will be considered as a string. So now people will think like this. So every word will be considered as a string? Means, no, there are some restrictions here. So there are two things, keywords and strings. Keywords and strings. Keywords means restrictive words in Python. Means the words which are present in Python. Means suppose when coming to this language, so we won't treat all the words as a string. So some words, some keywords which are going to use, which are present in Python, is a keyword. Whereas strings, suppose my name is Saiteja. So I want to include my name into Python. So now I can't go to the person who has written the library or the person who has written Python, and I don't want him to include my name. I can't ask him to include my name in the Python, right? So I need some flexibility to include my name or your name or any other person name or any other new word into this Python. So I want to, there is a need for that. There is a need for including new words. So we will call them as string. So basically, think it as alphabets and words form. No, alphabets and words are known as strings. When coming to numbers, I hope you know numbers, right? How many types of numbers will be there in number system? There are many numbers like real number, integer, complex number, many involved in either maths or English, right? So whereas when coming to Python, there are only two kinds of numbers, that is integers and floats. Achha. Now people will ask, what is integer, what is float? Is there any difference between integer and there is a difference, but now you only will tell me the difference. Okay. So what is the difference?
Decimal without decimal.
Perfect. So any number which have decimal is known as float. Any number which doesn't have a decimal is an integer in Python. So only two kinds of numbers are there in Python. So numbers is solved and strings. When coming to characters, it is also solved. And when coming to these values, what is meant by booleans? I hope you know boolean, right? So what are booleans? True or false are known as booleans. So why do we need true or false? It is pretty much necessary. It is pretty much necessary. Why means in programming, so we need to communicate to the machine. You need to communicate to the machine in which language, basically. So at last, in the end, any language will be destructured into only zeros and ones. Only zeros and ones. Zero means no, one means yes. Zero means no, one means yes. So whereas when coming to computer, it also don't understand what is zero, what is yes and no. So we need to specify to it. So, but there are some pre-built things which is defined for yes or no. That is true or false. True means one, zero means false. So that is the only difference. True means one, zero means false. So basically, this is for conditioning. This is for condition. Why we need these things? All these things I will get to that later. But so at first, you need to think it as true as one, false as zero, and multiple data types. Multiple data types. What are these multiple data types? So as I have said to you, what is a word? What is a word?
Bunch of alphabet.
Combination. Yeah, combination of alphabets or all these things, right? So here there are multiple data types, which is a combination of all the above, which is a combination of all these things. So basically, when coming to Python, only these three things will be there. Only these three things will be there. But whereas apart from these three things, we have combination of those three things. Not only those three things, we can have a combination of only strings, combination of only numbers, combination of booleans. Many things are there. So whereas we have multiple kind of data types. That one is list, set, dictionary, and tuple. So these are the multiple data types. That is a combination of all these things. So why it has four names? Why we can't have only one word like one name like word here in English? Means there is some everyone have some different features. So that's why they kept different names for each and every word. Think it as a word. Think it as a word that is combination of alphabets, but everyone have different characteristics. So that's why they kept different names for them. Okay, I hope it is clear for everyone, right? Is it clear?
Yes.
So now when coming to these things, these are the basic things in Python. So which is pretty much similar to English, similar to English. And now after learning alphabets and all, in English, what do we learn generally? What do we learn?
Vowels.
Grammar.
Yeah, perfect. That's fine. Grammar is fine. No need to get into that much technicalities into English. So here, after learning alphabets, so we learn grammar. So now, let me know, why do we need grammar? Why do we need grammar?
Present, future, past tense.
To express ourselves. To express ourselves or to join words together.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. That is the only essence of grammar. So here, when coming to grammar, what it will do, it is used to combine words to get meaningful things, right? To get meaningful things. So when coming to grammar, there will be present tense and past tense. So vowels will be there and past tense will be there, tenses will be there. And so there are many things involved in grammar. I am not getting into that much technicalities in English because I am pretty much uh, not confident over the things which are present in grammar. Okay. So that's why I'm not getting into those things. But whereas when coming to grammar in Python, so what grammar will do basically, it will combine words, right? It will combine words. When coming to this one, it will combine words, means it will combine with above. So when coming to this thing, guess and let me know what it will do. What grammar in Python will do.
I
What
think same
grammar?
way it will combine all the strings, numbers.
Perfect. Perfect. It will combine strings. It will combine numbers. It will combine booleans. So basically, in English, we will call it as grammar. And in Python, we will call it as operation. And in order to do this operation, we will use operators. Operators. So what are the operators which are present in Python? So as I said to you, as you people already know that there are past tense, present tense, many things are involved in order to combine a word here. So like this, generally, there is nothing like specific to strings here, but there are operators which are used to combine all these things. The first kind of operators are arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators. And next one is comparison operators. Third one is logical operator. And fourth one is assignment operator. Assignment operator. Now, what is this arithmetic operator? What is this arithmetic operator? So I hope you know maths. Everyone know maths. So if you take any calculator, there will be few things. What are they? First one is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and then square root or cube root, like that it will be there, right? So here, when coming to arithmetic operators also, there is operator called plus, minus, that is subtraction, multiplication, but there is no x here. So I know you will question this one. There is x in keyboard. Why they are not using x means it is a letter as per the Python. So generally for programmers or any other language, so this will be considered as multiplication symbol. Asterisk is be considered as multiplication symbol, and then division for this it is division only, and then exponent, that is power, 2 power 3. How we will return this in Python means by keeping double asterisk. So this one referred as power. And then modulus. What is this modulus? It is a reminder. Is this one modulus? It is a reminder. People will simply say it as a reminder, but one thing you need to keep it is a first level reminder. Till you get decimal in quotient. Decimal in quotient. Acha. What is this thing? What is the difference? What is the first level reminder? What is the difference between reminder and first level reminder? Okay, let me give some example to you. So I hope you also do multiplication like this only. Sorry. So is it correct? Is the procedure is correct when coming to division?
Yes.
This procedure is fine, right? So here we will call reminder as 0 here. We will call this reminder as 0 here. But the thing is, when I keep 9% is 2, it will give you 1 as out. Why? Because means it will take reminder only before decimal to the quotient. Before decimal to the quotient. So 9 percentage 2 will refers to 1, not 0. Not 0. So in order to know the remainder, first level remainder, we will use modulus. Okay. So these are the few operators, few arithmetic operators. Okay. And the second level of operators is comparison. Achha, what are these comparison operators? So when coming to comparison, so there are many operators here. There are many operators. First one is, let me give you the first one, and everyone tell me the other ones. Okay. So first one is less than. Now tell me the other things.
Greater than equal to,
Less than or equals to,
greater
greater
than or equal to sign.
equals to, and not equals to, right?
Yeah.
So these are the operations. We have did these things. Generally, 8 less than 2. Now, what is the answer for this? What is the answer for this?
False.
8 less than 2. That is false. Say, generally, you will say yes or no, right? So, here, the thing is, when coming to comparison operators, as I said to you, so like yes or no, it will give you the answer in true or false. It will give you answer in true or false. So basically how Python will answer? It will answer only in true or false. So if I use less than, it will compare whether the value is less than the given value or not. Like that it will do. Okay, that's fine. Now, till here, it is fine. You can use all these things very pretty much serialized like maths. But the only difference which is present is here. So when coming to equals to, we need to keep double equals to. We need to keep double equals to instead of single equals to. Why not single equals to? Means there is another operation. I will let you know later. I'll let you know later. We are going to do that. We are going to see that. But when coming to equals to, double equals to will be considered as equals to. And so, are you able to see this thing in your keyboard? Means no, I cannot see this. So there is no such symbol which represents this not equals to. For this, they use a combination. Exclamation and equals to. Exclamation and equals to. So this one is equals to. Comparing equals to. And this one is not equals to. Equal and not equal. Okay. So these are the things which is present in comparison operators. Okay. So now the next thing is logical operator. So these are the operators and or not. So generally, just I am not going to much technicalities into these logical operators. So generally, to combine more than one comparison operator statements, or if we get into technicalities, we can take like this: combining more than one condition, combining more than one condition, or true or false. So combining more than one condition or true or false. For that activity, we will use logical operator. Okay, for the combining of the above. And next one is assignment operator. Assignment operator.
So logical operator works same as in Excel. Like we use Excel in Excel, like if, else if.
No, not like that. So and or not as a separate. They exist as separate functions. They exist as separate functions in Excel. And or not, they exist as separate functions. So we haven't get to if yet. So it will take some more time here. So when coming to assignment operator, so what is this assignment operator? Why do we need these things? So have anyone worked with let function in Excel? Let function in Excel. So if no one have worked means that's fine. I won't discuss this function here. So here the thing is when coming to this assignment operator, basically why do we? So at first I will give some necessity of inventing this operator. Later I will let you know the operator. So now I have for that I will tell you some small story for that. So I have some 100 lines. Think this as 100 lines. Okay. So here my name is there. 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 Like that, my name has been repeated 10 times in that code or in the text. In the text. Now, one of my student have came to me. One of my student A have came to me and asked for the code. So what I will do? I have shared the code base. Now what he needs to do, he again needs to change that code base to his name wherever my name is present. Right? So how many times he needs to change right now? Here. How many times he needs to change?
10 times.
10 times. Yes, perfect. So now B is his brother. He also came to A and asked his code base. Now B also want to submit that one. Now how many times B needs to change in the document? 10 times, right? Am I correct, right? So here, at first I have written 10 times. Again, this person have written 10 times. Again, this person have written 10 times. How many times repetitions happen? So total 30, right? So while giving the paper, while giving the code base, what I will do at first, what I will do is in the code base, I will keep T everywhere. Keep T everywhere. In the end, I will write like this. T equals to name, my name. In the book end, in the paper, I write like this. Now, this code has been borrowed by A. Now, how many times he needs to change? How many times he needs to change? Where he needs to change?
One time below the
One. Yeah. So here, wherever my name is there, he will simply remove this line. He will simply remove this line and he can keep his name, right? T equals to A. That's one time. So here 10 times, at first I need to write 10 times. That is pretty much necessary. So now how many times we need to change if we borrowed code from A?
one time.
So how many times total? 12 times. So how much work? Here 30 times. Here 12 times. Due to which thing? This simple thing. So what I have did, so instead of my name, I keep some proxy name or I keep some shortcut name, right? So wherever T, the shortcut name comes, think it as my name. I am specifying that to the person who is reading. So like that, if I want to specify to the Python Like wherever this letter comes, think it has some value which I have specified. Think it has value which I have specified. Suppose if I keep t equals to 30, now wherever t comes in my code, what Python will think? What Python will think? It will think t as 30, not t. Not t. So it will think t as 30. Okay. Simply proxy. You can, I mean, in layman language, we can call it as a proxy. So for the value, for this value, we are using proxy in the code. Now people will think that is a small letter. That is a small letter, right? Why can't you write 30 directly? So there are few things where you need to do this. I will give you the few usages also. But in order to store some value in a letter, we need assignment operator. Everyone got the essence? Why do we need assignment operator? Everyone got it or not?
Got it.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. So now here, so t equals to 30. So now in order to create an assignment operator, we will use single equals to. We will use single equals to here, not double equals to. So double equals to means equals to, single equals to means assignment operator. So this is a comparison operator and this one is assignment operator. Assignment operator. Generally what assignment of, why do we need assignment operator means in order to save the text or number or function or anything. So you will come to this, what is a function and all. Don't get into that much technicality. Think it as a combination of operators or combination of statements. Okay. So here, so we can, in order to assign a value to this thing, to a variable, we will use assignment operator. So like this, how you can do assignment means f equals to my name. So whereas when coming to naming, so I haven't specified to you, there are keywords and strings, but I haven't specified you the difference between keywords and strings. That only difference is punctuation. So whatever you keep in punctuation will be considered as string. Whatever not, you are not going to keep in punctuation, but it is a letter which is present in Python. That is a keyword. So now it is a string name. So now my name is stored in F. So wherever I keep F in my code, so it will be referred to my name. It will be referred to my name. So now here, what is F? What is F? Means it is a variable. It is a variable. So now what is meant by a variable? Think it as a storage. Think it as a storage or container. Whatever you come to, whatever it come to your mind, just think it like that. Okay, it is a container. That's it. It is a container, variable or storage or container of a value. Okay, value. That's it. So here the variable is a container of a value. Okay. So in order to do that operation, variable operation, we will use equals to. We will use equals to, single equals to. Okay. So here, what is meant by operator? Now, where are we? Let's see. So here in these operators, why these operators? Why do we need these operators? To combine the above values like strings, numbers, booleans, all these things. To combine all these things, we will use operators. So when coming to operators, arithmetic operators will be there, comparison operators will be there, logical operators will be there, and assignment operators will be there. Okay. So I have given you some brief on all these things. Okay. Now let's get into English again. So this is the grammar in Python. These are the grammar in Python. Now let's get into this one. So after learning grammar, what you will learn? After learning grammar, what you will learn?
Construct a sentence.
Perfect. Sentence formation or statement. Now you will ask the question. What is the difference between sentence and statement? Anyone? What is the difference between sentence and statement?
I think I think sentence is just a combination of words. Then statement is an expression of a particular probably incident or intention, or so to say.
Okay, that is fine. But here, can I say like this? All the statements, all the things present in English is a sentence. All the combination of words are sentence. But whereas when coming to statements, so these are the orders. Can I say these are the orders? Means if someone say to you, just do this work. So can I take it as an order? That will be considered as statement. According to me. So whereas when coming to English, there may be difference, but better things for to remember the things in better way. So I kept like this. So statement is an order. Basically, statement is an order. So using this statement, so generally people will work based on orders. Based on orders, right? So when coming to sentence, so let us take like hi, hello, how are you? So can I consider it as a statement? Can I consider it as a sentence?
Yes.
Yeah, I can consider hello, how are you as a sentence. Okay. Now, can I ask my machine, my laptop or any machine, hello, how are you? Like this, will you ask a machine?